they're not pushing that he is gay. It's not pushing anything. This character is gay. Gay people exist. They existed in the 80s. They exist now. The character is gay. That's not pushing anything. That's just who the character is. I'm losing my shit. Hello. My name is Ashlee and welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Adin Ross getting upset with the coming out scene in Stranger Things. I personally loved the coming out scene. Now, the reason a lot of people aren't watching Stranger Things is because of Noah, who plays Will, who did the coming out scene. Now, I'm not a fan of his. He is the one that had the stickers that said, like, Zionism is sexy. And everyone was like, oh, F you. Brett Gelman, he's also in the show, and I showed you that one Walter Masterson video and a couple videos ago where I think it was the last live I did, he was talking about how Brett Gelman in the show, if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, Hawkins is like has a military takeover and he has to like smuggle stuff into the group. And it was funny because like they were like, Hawkins is under a military occupation. They can't go anywhere. There's checks everywhere they go. And Walter Masterson was like, wow, Brett Gelman, does this not remind you of something? Like, interesting that this is what you have to play out. So, you know, I'm not defending him or any of them at all. There are pro-Palestinian people in the cast though as well. Sadie Sink and why am I forgetting his name? The guy who plays Steve. Which is Joe Kearney. I was like, he's one of my favorite characters. Maya Hawke. And so it's not just, so like there also are also pro-Palestinian people on the show as well. And so anyway, I like the show. I think it's a good show. I understand people are boycotting it though, which I understand and I totally get. Yeah. Anyway, my point is that there was again, spoilers, sorry, there was a coming out scene. And I knew that people are going to be like, oh, this is unnecessary. And that's what a lot of the internet is saying is like, oh, it was unnecessary. I simply want to talk about that because I knew that there was going to be backlash for it. And I knew that people were going to have a problem with it. And I personally loved it. And I loved it because it was very raw and it was very real. And there have only been like a few people in my life that have actually like come out to. And each time that I've like told people or, you know, told someone that I had like a crush on a girl or whatever, it's been very anxiety producing. And it is, you have this feeling of like, what are they going to say? How are they going to react? Like, and you almost feel like, it feels like there's something inside of you and it's just like burning and burning and burning. And then it's like bubbling up until it finally just like comes out. And it's like this burning, I don't know, I'm just explaining what I felt. It's like this burning sensation, like in your chest, right? And it's just like burning. And then it bubbles up and it bubbles out and you're just like, okay. And like, you can kind of like take a breath, but then you're also like, okay, like what is going to happen now? And, I thought the scene was beautiful. I personally liked that Robin helped him come out and helped him realize and helped him feel safe. And the way that she was sitting there affirming him made me cry. And having that queer friendship is something that, you know, I have. And you know, there was someone in my life who was already out and their friendship helped me be who I am, you know? And I think, and I have a few different friends that are queer that have really just like helped me like be who I am and just like have really like I don't know, been amazing friends. And so watching that made me cry because I was like, oh my God, this is so sweet. Oh my God. And all of them being there for him. Yeah, it was really cheesy. Okay. They're like, yeah, me too, you know? And not everybody's story ends up like that. And not everybody has people with them. And a lot of people are like, oh, it was the 80s. You really think they would have been, you know, that nice to him? And setting all that aside, because yeah, sure. I think it was a beautiful moment. And I think in the climate that we're in right now, with the government that we have right now, queer people and queer rights and trans people and trans rights are under attack. And to have a scene that they did so many times because they just wanted to get it right, and to have everybody be so supportive, like I feel like I'm gonna cry now because it's just so beautiful. And what the whole reason that they had this coming out scene, I was reading some of what the Duffer Brothers said, is that they wanted him to face this. This was the biggest challenge that he had to face, Will. And so he had to face this, and then he can face Vecna. And because he can be himself, and he doesn't have anyone around him. He doesn't have like Vecna trying to use that against him, right? And I think that's very important, and I really like how they said that, because Vecna was trying to say, oh, they're not going to be there for you. When you show them who you are, they're not going to be there for you. They don't want it. They're going to leave and you're going to be alone. And he was using that against him. And so he would feel alone and he wouldn't fight back. And I think that is kind of similar to how it is, not similar, but it's like, I feel like it's like a parallel to the government, and the government going after, you know, trans people and going after queer people. It's like they feel scared to even be who they are because they're so worried that nobody is going to like them, because the whole climate right now, the whole government right now is going after their rights. And so like they think that if they're just who they are, that everyone's going to leave them and they're going to be all alone. And to show that is not the truth. Yeah, there might be people who don't understand or say things or who are not supportive, but there's also people who are supportive, who love you no matter what, who will be with their no matter what. And I think that's a really good thing to show young kids and show young people in a show like this, again, especially in the climate we're in. And so I forgot we were going to react to Adin Ross. I hate Adin Ross. Anyway, so of course Adin Ross has a problem with it, and we're going to react to it. And I should have just ended the video there and been like, yeah, it's a beautiful moment, and F everybody who doesn't like it. Not the people who are boycotting, don't F that. I just mean F like any homophobic people who don't like it. Anyway. You know, I mean, if you don't like it because it was cheesy or whatever, but if you're like, oh, that was unnecessary or they didn't have to do that, yes, they did, and that's why they did it. And that's why I'm also really happy that Robin has a significant other now and that she has a love interest now. I'm really happy about that. And I'm really, really happy that they showed that, because these stories deserve to be told. And I'm really happy that Robin was scared to tell people and was like scared to come out and all these kind of stuff, because it shows that, yeah, during that time period, it was dangerous and it was scary to come out, and it still is now. But when you show in a TV series, when you show in popular culture that it is okay and people will be there for you and you will not be alone, that gives young people some hope, some chance, some relief, right? Especially in the reality we're living. And so people like Adin Ross are just bullies, which is not new, but you know, anyway. Can you tell I care about this? Okay. And a lot of people are like, oh, it has nothing to do with the plot at all. Dude, he has been gay or queer from the very beginning, okay? From the very beginning. Everyone chooses not to see it. Everyone says, oh, why does it have to be this way? Why does it have to be like that? Why did they have to do that? Why did they have to make him gay? Gay people exist, okay? Gay people exist. And so they exist in popular culture too. They exist in TV shows too, because gay people exist. They didn't make him gay. His character is gay. His character has always been queer. This character has always had a crush on Mike, okay? This is not new. And if you think it is, then I don't know, maybe you're a little homophobic. I'm just saying. Maybe you are. Because you're like, oh, like, it's just like anytime there's a gay character, and there's not a lot of TV shows in popular culture with queer women characters specifically. So I'm happy that they added that in there. But like, they're like, just generally, there's not a lot of queer romance in popular culture, in popular media. There is now because of Heated Rivalry, which I haven't seen, but I really want to see it. But I'm just like that is like 1 in a million, you know? And it's very frustrating when people are like, oh, they had to make him queer. Oh, they had to do this. They had to do this. No, you you don't understand that there's not, they don't have to do this. And the fact that they're doing it in this climate, I think, is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing when all these other media companies don't even want to talk about queer people, don't even talk about trans people. And any acknowledgement that queer trans people exist gets edited out of movies, gets taken out of scripts. Because they know that people on the right, on the internet, will go lose their minds. It's ridiculous. Or the government might go after them. So I am sick and tired of being like, they didn't have to do that. That has nothing to do with anything. No, it does. Because queer people exist. They existed back then. They have always existed. And so they are going to be in media. They should be in media. So stupid. Anyway, here we go. Listen to this.
By the way, dude, I was told, did you guys watch the end of Stranger Things? I didn't watch it. Do you know what they did? The end of Stranger Things.
So he didn't even watch it. Dude, oh my God. This is going to get me so angry. Okay.
Things, the way that they beat the monster is he comes out as being gay.
That's not how they beat the... Oh my God, you dumbass. That's not how they beat the monster. The finale hasn't come out. They didn't end straight. You don't even know what you're talking about. This is where I get mad, because I actually really I love shows. I love movies. Like, I get very into them, okay? Like, when I watch a show, when I watch a movie, when I watch something, I get very into it. Sometimes too much, okay? But I get very into that thing, all right? And so it's like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no clue what you're talking about. That is not how they beat the monster. The monster isn't even beat. He's still alive. He has a little kid cult. This is not, you don't know what you're talking about. He had a coming out scene, and a lot of people, what's going viral now, again, spoilers, what's going viral now is at a party that he says, oh, we bought milkshakes at whatever the hell, right? And they don't sell milkshakes there. His mom used to work there. It's a store. But in the play that's on Broadway right now, that's like a, it's like a, why can't I think of I'm so mad. I can't think of the name. A prequel. It's a prequel to Stranger Things. That it was like a diner and they did have milkshakes. And so that everyone thinks that it's actually Vecna like messing with his memories or with his mind. Because Henry would have been alive then. Anyway. So actually, no, it did have some plot points in there, and it did have things that we were supposed to pick up in there, important things in there, in the speech. But that's not how they get rid of Vecna. That's not how they get rid of him. They haven't beat him yet. You don't even know what I think that makes me even more mad. You don't even know what you're talking about. You're just, oh, there was a coming out scene. Oh my God, gotta be outraged. About what? About what? What? That a queer person exists in media? Goddamn.
You know how crazy that is, bro?
How is that
Hollywood,
crazy?
I don't know what's gotten into you guys to push this little weird ass like thing. Like,
push what? He has always been queer. Push what? He has always been queer. And he even in the earlier seasons, what people were saying he was queer, don't make him do that. You can't say that. Why are you saying that? I can't stand it when people do this shit. Oh my God, it makes me so mad. What does it hurt to have a queer person? What does it hurt to have a queer character? Why are you mad that they showed him coming out? The whole last season, in season 4, he was crushing on Mike. It was obvious. There was a whole other plot point, storyline. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's a part of the story.
Like, dude, like, genuinely, bro, what the was that? I think in season 1, he got in the butt.
You didn't even watch it. You didn't even watch it. You don't know what you're talking. Oh my God, I'm getting so mad.
By that monster. I'm just being real. Like, and then the character in the show, and that's what they made him do it. It's just crazy, bro. Like, I don't know why they push it. What's the point?
Pushing what? Pushing. What are they pushing? Queer people exist. What are they pushing? Queer people exist. What do you mean? Oh, they're pushing it. What? Acknowledging that queer people existed in the 80s? Are you stupid? I mean, it's Adin Ross, so of course he is. But goddamn, oh my God, this pisses me off so much. Like, it pisses me off so much because you're a straight white cis male, you don't even recognize the little amount of queer characters in TV shows or in movies or in popular media and how they are always a side character and it's like they always die, and I'm worried they're gonna kill the queer thing. I'm worried they're gonna have that trope in Stranger Things, but kill the gays trope. I'm worried they're gonna have that in Stranger Things, but that's besides the point. They're not pushing that he is gay. It's not pushing anything. This character is gay. Gay people exist. They existed in the 80s. They exist now. The character is gay. That's not pushing anything. That's just who the character is. I'm losing my shit.
Pushing this weird ass narrative. How do you beat the most craziest, strongest monster by coming out of the closet? It makes no.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know what you're talking. I think that makes me more mad than anything, actually, that he just doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, if you actually watch Stranger Things and you're like, I don't know, it was cheesy, I'm still like, I might still give you a side eye, because I'm like, okay, but at least you know what you're talking about. At least you watched it and at least you know. He has no idea what he's talking about. You don't even know. They didn't beat the monster, dumbass. There's still another episode. And this was posted a couple days ago. Excuse me, you don't even know what you're talking about.
In sense. So it is
You
what it
make
is.
no sense.
It's insane. I understand he's gay in real life. That's great. Fantastic, right? But
So then how is that pushing anything? Okay, no, because to you, gay people don't exist. To you, gay people don't exist. And if they exist in a TV show, or if they exist in a movie, or if they exist in any popular media, that's pushing some agenda. No, gay people just exist in life, dumbass. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh my God. I didn't think this was going to make me as mad as it has, but it has.
But you're telling me right now he has an intervention, tells everyone that he's gay, and that's how he beats the monster?
No, it's not, because you don't know what you're talking about. No, you... This has to be rage bait, right? Like, this has to be rage bait. This has to be rage bait. This has to be rage bait. It has to be. It just has to be. It has to be. No one is this dumb. Is he really this dumb?
That's crazy. That is the definition of Hollywood.
No, because it's not real. Because it's not real, and you don't know what you're talking about. Because it's not what happened. Because it's not what happened. I'm losing my mind.
Goy slop. And you guys should be like, damn, from the Jew, right?
Oh, okay. And now he just goes into being anti-Semitic. Okay, great. Wonderful. Just wonderful commentary there. Just real peak. Oh my God, I hate him. I can't. I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. Okay, well. Okay, I'm so mad. Anyway, F. Adin Ross, queer people exist in life. And so when they exist in movies or in any popular media, it's not pushing an agenda. Queer people just exist. They just exist. They exist. Oh man, how scary. Okay, anyway, that was the video today. Tell me what you think below. I'm losing it. I'm losing my shit, man. Tell me what you think below. And, yeah, I don't even know what to say. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.